What's up with YouTube? I'm back with another video today. Hey, we doing story time today, y'all. I'm gonna be telling y'all about when I went off to CDL school or whatever, right? So I went to this school called TDI. It was in Dallas, but it's no longer there anymore or whatever, right? So went to this school or whatever, right? Yeah. I really ain't know what I would get myself into. Me, I'm not no test taking person or none of that, you know. So the first day was consist of a lot of paperwork. I'm talking about, yeah, this the most paperwork I had ever, filled out in my life or whatever, right? So, what the next day, if not the first day. Yeah, but I'm just gonna say the next day because it been so long ago. The next day, we did. That's when we start. They start, prepping us or whatever to get ready to take the part for the permit or whatever. The general knowledge. I don't even remember what all the parts of the test no more or whatever, but it's a lot of different parts or whatever for your permit or whatever, right? So this information like they was giving us, man, when I tell you it was just information just being thrown at you, just thrown at you. But I can't say like cause we actually took the test the same week that we started or whatever. Like probably like that Thursday, that Thursday or something like that. We was that Thursday we went to the DMV or whatever and took the test or whatever, right? So I went to a 3 weeks school or whatever. So you know that information gotta come fast or whatever, right? So I done passed all my tests and everything or whatever, right? So that's when I started getting out there, going and doing the like they have different little cones. Well, I'm gonna say this school that I went to had like different little cones or whatever. Like this side you can with parallel part right to left, and the other side left to right. Do the straight line bag, and then they have like where you could go through it. You could be doing like pre-trips and all that or whatever. Like basically just going around, doing what it is that you want to do or whatever, So, yeah, I can't lie. The testing part, actually, I passed that, quick, easy, Yeah, it was the driving part for me. I had never drove no manual, none of that or whatever, right? And they had gave us some papers or whatever, and the paper had like the gears. They had like the gears on it or whatever, right? So we took this paper home with us or whatever, right? We supposed to be studying the paper or whatever. So the next day come, and mind you, it's only 4s in the class now. Yeah, it's only 4s in the class. I was the only female in there, right? So we get on the truck. We get out on the truck for to do the route or whatever, right? So we get to me. Yeah. They had us going around like it's a big old circle. They had us going around or whatever, right? Yeah, I kid you not. I think they were letting us drive for like an hour. It was something like that. It wasn't much time or whatever, because they had to go to the next drive or whatever, right? Yeah. When I tell you, I made it around that circle one time. Out of the hour, one time. I started out by 7 times. By 7 times. Y'all, when I tell y'all, I did not like the instructor at all. Yeah, that man told me I wasn't gonna be no trucker. He said it wasn't for me. But mind y'all now, I was telling y'all about that piece of paper that they had with the gears on it or whatever, right? He asked me, you must then look at that paper. Me, I'm not that type of learner. You know, I don't learn like that. Like I like you show me what you talking about. Some stuff you know, some stuff I can do like, but I like for a person. I like it. Show me what you talking about or whatever, you know. So he could tell that I didn't study the paper or whatever. At this point, I'm first grade. Hey, the hell with it. The next person, you know, to drive or whatever, right? So as the time started going by or whatever, like they be grading you or whatever. So it get to a point where like you ain't going up or whatever. So they be like, you know, this person ain't gonna make it, you know. So I was like, man, forget this. I quit. So yeah, I started going to school. I stopped going to school, but guess what? My cousin didn't let me give up or whatever. You know? My cousin, he the one actually taught me how to drive a 10-speed truck or whatever. He started taking me on the truck with him or whatever, and like he had showed me he was going through, you know, showing the gears, you know, telling me what was what, how to do this, you know, how to do this or whatever. So I did that with him for a whole week. Hold on, I skipped some. So when I quit the school or whatever, the head guy that was in charge didn't want me to, you know, he didn't want me to give up or whatever. So he told me go see what my cousin could help. See, can my cousin help me, you know, before I just quit like that or whatever. So that's why I go back to say, like, I started riding with my cousin or whatever. If only supposed to be for a week or whatever. But after the week that I rode with my cousin, I tried to go back to school. But at this point, the class is, you know, too packed or whatever. So then that's when I go another week on the truck with my cousin or whatever, right? So after I spent that like 2 weeks on the truck with my cousin, I decided to go back to the school. So I went back to the school or whatever. Me, this type of person I am. I wanted to get back on the truck with the instructor that told me that I wasn't going to be no truck driver. I wanted to get back on the truck with him to show him that, hey, I could drive this truck now, right? Guess what? They didn't even put me back with him or whatever, right? So okay. My first day back or whatever, I'm driving the truck and all that, and the instructor was like, "Man, you came back a whole different person or whatever, right?" So it get what I'm like a couple days for me to get ready to test out, right? Yeah. I kid you not. My right hand had swollen up so bad. Like, I'm talking about, if you bump my hand, it hurt. Like, any little thing that hurt. I was like, man, how I'm finna take my test? How I'm finna take a test like this? Or whatever, right? So, all right. I'm steady going to the school and all that. Man, I ain't never had to go to the hospital to see what's wrong, you know, because I'm like, man, my hand messed up or whatever, right? How I'm going to shift these gears? All right. So, that's when it come time for me to go take my test or whatever. And I went for the take my test. I went for to take my test or whatever. I got through, you know, like you had to pull a card or whatever, and you had to pick. Once you pull the card, it go tell you. I think it's like A, B, C, or D, or like something like that, and that's how they determine like what all you had to tell them about the truck, like what section do you have to do, right? All right, boom, I ran through that, you know, and then I did my maneuvers and all that, right? Oh man, now it's time to drive. So I get in it. The guy get in the truck with me or whatever. We driving around or whatever. He was saying, you know, what you say? You know, if the truck stop, like, I don't know how to drive a manual or whatever. You know, he just talking, whatever. You know, I'm holding a little small talk back with him or whatever, right? Yeah, this dude got on my nerves so bad. I swear to God. We literally get down the street from the DMV. I had enough of his crap. Yeah, I hit the curb. When you hit a curb, you already know you automatically fail. I didn't even care. I just was ready to get out the truck with that man or whatever, right? So we went in there, whatever. That's when they scheduled me an appointment for the next day. Oh, guess what, guys? I was the first one in line. The first one in line would take the test. So this time around, I got a lady or whatever that's riding with me this time. Yeah, I start off, you know, in the truck, just ride, you know, calling out everything I need to call out, whatever. Boom. You know, with her, it was like that. You know, the guy was doing too much. You know, he was doing too much or whatever. So I passed my driver part on the second try. Yep, on the second try or whatever. And then after that, it was over with. But I can't say. If I had to, I'd go over, you know, do it all over again. I wouldn't change nothing about it or nothing. Because guess what I am now? Guys, today, I am 6 years, you know, with this trucking thing. 6 years. And you put me in any spot, I got you. Yeah, I can do it, you know. So, this is going to be the end of this video. If y'all want more story time, put in the comment section more story time. Y'all like, comment, subscribe, and we gonna make this channel grow by any means. I'm out.